Welcome back to lesson 20 of our Hebrew course. As you see, another change of environment. I'm sorry. I wish I would have shot all the videos in that one environment that I had when I was in school, but you know, it happens, life happens. But this is what I have so far, and I'll be upgrading in the future. And again, I will be remaking all of the videos to make them a little bit more professional. But hopefully this information helps you where you are in your journey. So we're going to go over lesson 20, which is I-Nuns. This is another kind of weak verb. They're not really difficult. The only two words that are going to give you a lot of difficulty will be natan, which means to give, and lakach, which means to take, and give and take, right? That's going to be the words that give you most trouble. But pretty much there are two rules. So as we know, nun is a letter of the alphabet that can assimilate. So it will go into the second root consonant, and a dagesh forte will appear right here. That only happens when you have a prefix. So for example, in your stem prefixes like the hifil and the hofal, right? That's when this nun will try to hide. And then you have also in your conjugation or tense, which is your imperfects, right? Your imperfects have a closed prefix. The only exception where the nun doesn't disappear is on the nefal. And the reason why is because there's like a combination of two nuns right there. And you know, like you will have this nun staying and then a dagesh forte inside. But the reason is because the other nun from the nefal went in. So, but in your other imperfects, like the PL, pual, like the hifil, hofal, you know, you'll have it hiding again. So when you have a prefix, you know, well, you'll see it disappear. And when there is no prefix, you will not see it disappear. Now, the two important things to remember here is natan and lakach, like I said. The problem with these two words is that this one will try to hide, but sometimes this one will try to hide as well. And that has to do with endings. There is a list of endings that, you know, it goes shorter or longer. So sometimes you'll literally have like the tav right there, the tav right there, it'll be standing on its own, and you're going to be like, okay, how do I know this is natan? Like, you know, that's like, this seems very weird. At that point in time, it's just like context, you know, it's going to help you a lot. And it also appears in a double form. The other form of natan is, it's this one right there, tet. So that's tet, and that's pretty much the other form of natan. It's kind of like a memory thing, so you just have to kind of remember that. The other one is lakach. So lakach is not a one nun. As you see, it doesn't have a nun at the beginning of the word, but it behaves like one. So just remember, lakach behaves like a one nun. So if you see a kof and a hey next to each other, you're going to see, and I think this is a het actually, lakach right there. So this one will go into the kof, and that's something that you just have to remember as well. But mainly, if it doesn't have a prefix, then it's going to stand, and if it has a prefix, then it's going to assimilate into the second root. That is, with most prefixes, I think the only exception is with the nefal imperfect, that it will not disappear, but it will disappear in all of the other instances for the nefal. So that's something to consider. We hope that this is helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.